Today, the Environmental Protection Agency released proposed changes to the Superfund cleanup in Butte. The EPA is currently negotiating the cleanup plan with the state, Butte, Silver County, and Arco BP. The proposal asks that the basins are created to store contaminated water coming off of Butte Hill. That waste will be removed from Silver and Blacktail Creek. That soil be tested for metal levels, and that Silver Creek be directed away from Slag Canyon. But even with these changes, EPA Remedial Project Manager Nikia Green says the stormwater levels won't meet the current standard placed in 2006.
Can we get there? Can we meet those standards? And the unfortunate thing is we can do everything that's practicable, right? And we still won't get there.
Now, Green says even though the EPA is making sure Butte will be cleaned up, it's virtually impossible, and that's where the last proposed change comes in.
This change would waive the state's stormwater standard for zinc and copper and instead follow the national standard. But before these changes take effect, MTN's Medarius Babb goes to the public, who will have a say.
Now that the EPA has proposed its changes for the Butte Superfund cleanup, the public has 60 days to comment. I talked with local citizens and county officials who all had different opinions on the matter.
Well, my initial thoughts are finally we're getting somewhere, and after 30 years of being listed as a Superfund site, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's the first step to defining what that work is for the future and how we can enforce that to be completed and to make possible everything that is possible here in Butte.
We think that this is probably a good thing and to move us forward to get past Superfund and get a consent decree and move forward as a community.
Butte is a mining community. It's a highly mineralized area. It is quite possible that these standards would have never been able to be met just due to the natural mineralization of the hill.
I'm offended by that. I'm offended. I mean, I think that Butte deserves and needs the best cleanup possible, and to give us a cleanup where the only way that the EPA and the state and the local government can solve the problem is by reducing the discharge standards of the water to the creek, and that's just wrong.
You know, we went into this negotiations with three things in mind: protect the taxpayers, protect the environment, and protect the human health. And we have met all three of those requirements. So I think that the negotiating team is doing a good job, and I think Butte people should be happy with what's coming out of it.
Reporting from Butte, Medarius Babb, MTN News.